If you're thinking about buying the BOYA by-M1 Lavalier microphone for your smartphone, DSLR, or camcorder, hold on tight because I'm about to reveal some surprising truths that might save you a headache. But here's what surprised me. Despite its affordable price and great Amazon rating of 4.3 stars, this little guy isn't the flawless budget mic everyone claims it to be. In fact, there are some hidden issues that most reviews won't tell you up front. If you want to avoid annoying sound problems and wasted money, keep watching because I'm diving deep into everything you need to know before you buy the BOYA by-M1. Spoiler alert, it's not all bad, but you'll want to hear the full story before clicking that purchase button. Let me start by saying who this mic is actually for. If you're a beginner content creator, a casual smartphone user looking for better audio during Zoom calls, or a hobbyist vlogger on a budget, the BY-M1 pairs convenience with affordability. At just around $15, it promises to upgrade your audio quality significantly compared to phone mics or built-in DSLR microphones. It comes with a crazy long 20-foot cable, so you don't have to stick close to your device, and it includes everything you need. A lapel clip, a foam windscreen, even an adapter for cameras. So it definitely looks like it checks all the boxes for budget-minded creators. But before you get too excited, let's talk about what I found once I actually put it to use. First tip, always double-check your device compatibility. The BOYA by-M1 has a little switch to toggle between smartphone mode and camera mode, which is a handy feature. But here's the catch. If you forget to set it right, the mic can go completely silent or give you weird static noises. I lost a couple of recordings before I realized this, and trust me, it's frustrating when the audio you plan doesn't actually get recorded. That tiny switch is tiny but mighty. It controls whether the internal battery powers the condenser mic or not. So it's a small detail, but a potential tripwire for newbies not reading the manual. Now, let's get into the sound quality because that's what really matters. The mic has an omnidirectional condenser capsule, meaning it picks up sound evenly from all directions. That sounds great on paper, right? The problem: in noisy environments, you'll also be capturing all that background noise, and sometimes more than you want. I tested it on busy downtown streets and during a park interview. While the voice came through clearly, the ambient sounds competed for attention, making the audio a bit less professional. It's perfect for quiet spaces or talking heads, but avoid it if you record in loud, uncontrolled environments. Think of it as the microphone equivalent of accidentally tuning into every radio station at once. On the plus side, the mic has surprisingly low handling noise. When you clip it on your shirt or lapel, you don't really get that irritating rustling or scratchy sounds that many other cheap lav mics produce. This makes it great for presentations or video blogs where you need your hands free and crisp audio. Plus, the included windscreen is a nice touch that cuts down on those pesky wind noises. But on the downside, the cable can be a bit of a diva. At 20 feet, about 6 meters, it's long enough for flexibility but also a tangled mess waiting to happen. If you're indoors with limited space, it just ends up dragging around and sometimes creaking when it rubs against your furniture or clothes. I almost thought the cable was auditioning for a horror movie soundtrack. Let's not forget battery life, as the BY-M1 comes with an LR44 battery included for power when using DSLRs or camcorders. This means you don't have to worry about your phone draining from powering the mic, which is a plus. However, some users report the battery compartment as a weak point. After a few months, the battery connection can loosen, causing the mic to cut out mid-recording. This issue seems hit or miss, but is worth noting if you're planning on heavy, long-term use. Pro tip: keep spare LR44 batteries handy and check the connection regularly, or else your epic video could sound more like a broken robot impersonation. Here's a quick joke to lighten the mood. Why did the microphone break up with the speaker? Because it found them too loud to handle. Okay, back to business. The microphone's build quality is surprisingly decent for the price. The capsule itself is small, lightweight, and unobtrusive, perfect if you want that natural sound without bulky gear sticking out in your shot. However, the plastic on the clip and 3.5mm jack feels a bit cheap, and I wouldn't say it's built to survive a drop or rough travel. So if you're the clumsy type or travel frequently, invest in a padded case to keep it safe. The cables do have some strain relief, but don't expect miracle durability from a $15 mic. Let's address the elephant in the room. Should you buy the BOYA by-M1 despite these quirks? The good news is yes. If you understand its limits and use it right, it's still one of the best entry-level lavalier mics out there. It beats built-in mics hands down and costs less than a fancy coffee order. But if you want crystal clear audio for professional videos, music, or interviews in noisy settings, you'll probably want to look at pricier options with directional pickup patterns and better noise handling. Are you still with me? Here's a question. If you could solve the BY-M1's biggest problem by spending slightly more, would you? Or is budget trumps all? Think about what matters most to you, because this mic shines in affordability and versatility, but has its price in some compromises. Another joke to keep the vibes going. Why did the smartphone bring a mic to the party? Because it wanted to have a sound night. All right, back to the breakdown. Before we wrap up, let's talk about setup and user experience. The instructions are simple but not exactly crystal clear. Many users skip reading the manual altogether and wonder why the mic isn't working. One small missed step like toggling the power switch or forgetting the battery can make you think the mic is defective. So if you're a newbie, take 5 minutes to read the instructions, especially about which mode to switch to, depending on your device. Otherwise, you might end up like me, scratching your head, questioning why your voice sounds like it's coming through a tin can. Finally, there's the price. At about $15, this mic is a steal for casual content creators or beginners who want to test the waters with external microphones. While Amazon lists it with a solid 4.3-star rating, be sure to check recent reviews and compare prices because these fluctuate quickly. I've seen it jump by several dollars within weeks, an odd trend for a budget product, which means timing your purchase wisely can save you a few bucks. Here's the last joke for the road. What do you call a microphone that's always calm? A chill mic. Now, isn't that better than a shrieking one? So, to wrap this up, the BOYA by-M1 is a great entry-level lavalier microphone that delivers surprisingly good sound quality and ease of use for the price. It's perfect for vloggers, presenters, and beginners who want to step up from built-in mics without breaking the bank. Be mindful of its limitations like background noise sensitivity, switch settings, and cable tangling. If you manage those, you'll get a reliable mic that punches far above its weight. Plus, the accessories included make it an all-in-one package ready for immediate use. If you want the best price and to check out the latest deals, I've put the Amazon link in the description below. Prices change fast, so don't wait too long to grab yours. Trust me, having good audio can make or break your content, and the BOYA by-M1 offers a solid start without fumbling your budget. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if this review helped you, and subscribe for more honest tech reviews every week.